What the? What in the world happened with the camera? Oh, goodness. Forget it. I tried. Something always has to happen.
Always has to happen. Dang it, man.
It's a work in progress.
Hello, folks, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night. It is April 27th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yeah! I got kind of stumbled on myself, but it's okay.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. All is forgiven. Because nothing is going to stop us from another Thursday night to talk about all exciting things in the world of pro wrestling. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host, the creator, the founder, the executive producer, the content manager. I am the 5Bs, baby. That's two more than the AEW World Champion.
You could just drop that.
And on behalf of everybody here on this channel, we appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. And yes, that means you too, Bunda. And trust me, we're going to get to Monday Night Raw in just a little bit. But before we do that, joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thanks for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/TheRavensFlock and twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Hit enable notifications to stay up to date on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you could become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you will have exclusive access to many, many amazing perks that comes with being a member. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the Inner Flockers we've got in the chat, and I know we've got plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely custom emojis and your membership badges showing folks how long you have been supporting the Ravens Flock. We also get access to Members First and Members Only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and of course, you get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds here to make your voice our mission as we take your input, your insight, your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas as to how in the world we're going to work on shaping the future of this channel by taking your input to account. We appreciate everything that you guys bring forward to us, and we're going to go ahead and say hello to the folks that are in the YouTube chat so far. We've got Nikki Bella, Planet Q's Queen, Lisa Boo, our favorite contrarian, Bunda.
The aforementioned Bunda, yeah.
And we've got Jen Pearson in the chat as well. Hey, I'm about to rock an orange jumpsuit to do Generation Stupid office staff at the therapist office. Good lordy, good luck to you, Jen Pearson. And like I mentioned earlier, we are, like Jose mentioned earlier, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. But pray tell, Jose, what exactly is it that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, what we do here on Wrestle Rewind is that we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. So, hang on. Are we missing something?
No, we're not missing something. I'm just over here thinking like, okay, what in the world are we going to be discussing over here?
All right, so
are we going to talk about the giant elephant in the room?
We'll get to it. I just want to paint a picture first for the landscape of pro wrestling. So, we're still on the road to AEW's Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground, both pay-per-views taking place at the end of May. And
we're 1 month away.
We're exactly 1 month away. Yeah, no, it's pretty wild. We've got a lot of we just got through wrapping up a TV special of NXT Spring Breakin'. More on that a little bit later.
That hurts.
We do have some. We also have some some surprising announcements, depending on how you feel about them. But you know what, Juancho? Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. But before we do that, we can't address the elephant in the room if we don't ring that bell.
So don't mind if we do.
Let's do it. So we're going to cover a specific segment from this week's WWE's Monday Night Raw.
Here you go, boo.
Damn it, Juan! That's 2 strikes!
All right, so Monday
Must I lock you up behind bars?
No, you better not. So, Monday Night Raw. Bunda, you better be happy for this one, buddy.
Yes, this week's Monday Night Raw took place over in the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois, the same arena where CM Punk defeated John Cena for the WWE Championship at 2011 Money in the Bank.
The infamous. I think this was the first big John Cena versus CM Punk match, and this was for all the marbles. If John Cena lost the championship, he would be fired, and CM Punk was competing in storyline on the final day of his existing WWE contract. And in a stunning turn of events, CM Punk had won that championship match and ran out of the arena in the Chicago crowd as the WWE champion with no contract to WWE binding him, leaving Vince McMahon to eat the most gigantic shit sandwich you have ever seen a man scarf down.
Until WWE cocked up the summer of Punk, but that's a whole story for another time.
Anyhow.
So,
speaking of momentous championship moments over here for the world of pro wrestling, go ahead, Jose.
Yes. One of the segments from Monday Night Raw was a huge announcement that was going to shake the very foundation of the WWE by the multi-time WWE World Champion himself, the Game, Triple H.
Oh, boy. Folks had no clue what in the world Triple H was going to announce.
Now,
this was mysterious, and this was insane, and nobody could have seen what was coming.
Now, here's the thing. Despite the Vince McMahon controversy that's still going on, Triple H has been making has been making headway in terms of creative. Like WWE was able to regain their footing from late September. And lots of his ideas, lots of the storylines, everything that's come out of Triple H's the brains of the cerebral assassin has been working. Now, He went to address the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is taking time off right now. He hasn't been seen since after WrestleMania. The first thing that he announced is that wherever Roman Reigns will be with the upcoming WWE draft, which is starting tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow, Friday night on SmackDown.
Yes, wherever Roman Reigns will be drafted, whether it be on Raw or SmackDown. Unfortunately, that means that the undisputed WWE Universal title will stay on one brand.
They're implementing the draft, and they're very much disputing the contestability of this of the currently existing WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a brand split going again. Let's see what we could do.
I mean, we've had a brand split, but I think this is the point where they're trying to solidify it because, we'll get to the rant in a bit. So, but Raw still needs a champion where they have no world champion. So, Triple H, being all Triple H that he is, he announces a new championship for the top guys of the WWE Raw to contend for, and that is called the WWE World Heavyweight Title.
What? Wait, the World Heavyweight Title's back? That's not the World Heavyweight Title.
Yes,
no,
it is.
It's got a gigantic W logo, and it says World Champion. I don't see World Heavyweight in there. I don't see World Heavyweight Wrestling. I don't see any rubies. Where did the rubies go? I see a lot of nice little diamonds, but I don't see any rubies.
We traded the rubies for diamonds.
But where are the rupees? I want my rubies.
I know. We all want our rubies. All right. So, oh my God. Here's another thing he announced. During this segment, he also announced that a champion will be crowned in a tournament that will take place at their upcoming pay-per-view event, WWE's Night of Champions, which will be held on Saturday, May 26th, in the great progressive city of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Excuse me?
Yes. And
the Night of Champions show is happening in Saudi Arabia.
That's right. That's right.
What?
I am not kidding around.
What?
Oh my goodness! They're gonna
okay.
It was originally supposed to be scheduled they were supposed to have the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournaments, but
queens in Saudi Arabia. Hello,
I know. Right?
No, that's some haram kind of talk right there. If you say that kind of talk around there,
yeah, this screams Saudi Arabia government power play.
Actually, the reports that were coming out that were addressing this was that the USA Network was pissed off that Raw didn't have a world champion.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So this isn't really a Saudi Arabia thing. This is more of a USA Network thing.
Yeah, I know. Damn it, it's an NBC. But that being said, okay, so we have opinions. First of all, let's talk about the design of the world title. Like,
it's clearly meant to be reminiscent of the original big gold belt. But like I mentioned earlier, we've got lots of pretty diamonds, but no rubies. I'm sorry. It's like maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but at first glance, the gold and silver, even with the black WWE logo globe on it, it kind of blends a little bit. It kind of blurs. I would like there to be some form of a contrast on there. This is just me nitpicking. I know I'm in the minority, like, oh, everyone likes the design of the belt because it reminds them of the big gold belt, but that's just it. It's a reminder of the big gold belt. The big gold belt had a little bit more, the character when it came with the rubies. Here it feels a little bit noisier.
No, you do have a good point. And also, man, WWE cannot resist like plastering their logo so damn big on the belt. Like, come on, man. Their 2002 World Heavyweight title design was exactly the same as the WCW belt, and they put the WWE logo on the very top. Like, why couldn't they just do something similar as what they did in 2002?
Let's be honest, Jose. The world of entertainment is not about subtlety anymore. I believe what's his face in I believe what's his face in Iron Man 3 said ever since Guy Pearce is the actor's name. Ever since the big guy with the hammer fell from the sky, subtlety's kind of had its day. Actually, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, because let's not lie, Impact Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, every other major world wrestling promotion has had their logo plastered right in the middle of their main world championship. So we can't really fault the WWE for that freaking convention of design. They didn't invent it. They're just following the trend. But
we also can't fault WWE for leaving out the word heavyweight. I mean, AEW doesn't have it on their belt, and neither does Impact.
If they're calling it the World Heavyweight Championship, where is the heavyweight on the championship belt? Am I just being weird for being persnickety about that?
It does sound like a weird nitpick, along with the rupees.
Okay. The original big gold belt said World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.
Right. Okay,
and you had a tiny little gold globe with a crown on top, and you had a pair of lions, like royal lion crest, sort of like what you've got over here. On the center plate, you've got the royal lions on the crest. You've got the flaming royal look and design, very similar to the big gold belt. At the top, you've got the big little winged eagle. But the plates of the title just say World Champion. They don't. I'm sorry. Like I said, I know I'm in the minority. A lot of people like the new design, the shiny. But I'm like, okay, let's temper our expectations. Let's actually give this a critical eye.
No, you got a point there. And at the end of the day, these are just minor nitpicks at the design itself. But now let's actually get to the main bone of contention.
What, the side plates?
No.
Because why did you send me the side plates?
I don't know why. Forget about the side plates. Side plates are forgivable. They're fine. I mean, it's standard.
Well, I'm putting this back up then.
Yeah, but now let's get to the major bone of contention with the presentation of the WWE World Title.
There's the World Championship.
There's a lot of unanswered questions with this champion, with the presentation of this title. Like, here's one of the questions. What's going to happen with Roman Reigns? Like, as of right now, Roman Reigns is still dual champion. He is the WWE champion and Universal champion. Like, what's going to happen? Is Roman Reigns going to deactivate one of the titles? I don't see the WWE doing away with the WWE Championship, their main title, the title that they've had since the company's inception.
Like, they literally have two things over here. There's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what it says on the black championship belt that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman take turns in holding, and the blue belt, which is the WWE Universal Championship. Now, it's either they're going to retire out the Universal Championship and they're just going to take the WWE Championship and make that just say World Heavyweight Champion on it and leave it at that, and then have this one here stay as World Champion, even though they both mean the same thing. So what are we doing here? Also, with this being an exclusive Raw Championship belt, are they going to keep the same belt style that they did with the Universal Championship? Oh, the red belt for the red show, and the blue belt stays on the blue show. But
that's ridiculous.
But it's not out of the realm of possibility.
You're right.
What are they going to do? Are they going to take the WWE Championship that Roman Reigns is holding, and are they shelving that and just have him be Universal Champion? Are they gonna combine the two belts to say WWE Universal Undisputed Champion? Or that throws a lot of questions up in the air for that.
Here's my other question, and this is just my wishful thinking. What if, follow along with me, what if the WWE announced that Roman Reigns is contractually obligated, depending on where he gets drafted to forfeit his reign as the WWE. Well, they don't announce it, but they quietly have Roman Reigns forfeit the WWE Championship, remain Universal Champion, and the title that we're looking at right now is going to continue the legacy and of future WWE World Champions.
It'll be completely invalid because Roman Reigns would have to forfeit it, meaning that he never lost it, meaning that it would forever remain contestable, meaning that this World Championship would be completely pointless.
Fuck, you're right.
Yes.
Damn it, I dropped the F-bomb!
Ha!
Ugh. All right. And also, speaking of pointlessness, this brings up another problem because as of right now, Roman Reigns has beaten every person in the WWE. There is not a single person on both Raw and SmackDown that can beat Roman Reigns. They have challenged Roman Reigns and they've come up short every single time. This whoever becomes world champion at Night of Champions at the end of May, it's basically like giving the WWE superstar a consolation prize.
I've been hearing that term thrown around for this, but I've also been hearing along the lines of but if the way that Seth Rollins was trying to treat it is no, this is where a real fighting champion has a chance to defend and uphold the legacy of WWE, of pro wrestling and sports entertainment, blah, blah, blah. But that still brings up the question of someone would literally have to have beaten Roman Reigns in order for that championship to have merit. Who? And what's even dumber, and I hope you'll pardon me on this, I've also heard folks actually legitimately saying that we need, what's-his-face, Cody Rhodes to become this new World Heavyweight Championship. No. That will absolutely diminish everything that Cody Rhodes had gone for. It's a way of saying hey, Cody, we know you can't beat the real champion. Here's this little toy championship to make you feel better.
This is
it's going to be a serious problem.
I've seen many people do this online. They've shared the same GIF. This is basically the equivalent of the one clip of The Simpsons where Bart Simpson presents a cake that says, "At least you tried."
And then Bart Simpson took that exact same cake and threw it in a trash can. Do you not remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But that's the gift that's been throwing around a lot. And this is if you're trying to present a new world title, this is a very weak start. Okay, I'm not going to rant about it on any of other shows on this channel outside of Wrestle Rewind, but I am going to say this. You know how you solve the problem of the dual champion problem so that both brands can have their main titles for Raw and SmackDown? Cody Rhodes should have beaten Roman Reigns at WrestleMania!
For crying out loud! And even then, or here's another thing. Here's another one. You're going to love this. This would have been banana balls. Imagine, if you will. I could only imagine if the rivalry of Sami Zayn against the Bloodline had actually extended to WrestleMania, rather than we got an excellent match with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and them dethroning the Bloodline. But imagine how crazy it would have been for Roman Reigns to have lost both championships individually. Have one of them challenge for the Universal, the other challenge for the WWE Championship, and then you would have had your 2 championships. Then you would have had your 2 titles, and then you could have taken the Universal Championship and like freaking done bugger all with it, whatever, and turn it into this thing. Or the WWE Championship could have just been remade into this one. See, that way we could actually have this.
That would have been a far better presentation. And Juan, you're actually not wrong. The WWE, they've done this before. In 2015, at their pay-per-view event, Night of Champions, big coincidence, Seth Rollins was pulling double duty. He defended both the WWE and the United States titles. He lost the United States Championship to John Cena, and then afterwards, he successfully defended his WWE Championship against Sting.
Now, I'm actually pulled up somebody, like, this is just me randomly pulling something up on TikTok. I kid you not. There's, like, someone had done, like, a fan design, like, oh, hey, what if we take the black accents behind the WWE logo and the globe and made it all gold? And what if we actually had rubies on the side plates and in the World Championship black? Like, up here where it says World and it has 2 diamonds, make those into rubies! How about if we did that?
Because diamonds are forever.
No! Marlon Brando!
So I guess the point that we're trying to get is that having the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw would have made sense years ago. It doesn't make sense right now.
And this is a clear symptom of Vince McMahon's booking stuff, and we can't stop him. La-di-da-di-da.
Oh yeah, WWE wasted 6 years to try to push Roman Reigns as their big top guy. They succeeded. He's dual champion, but now what?
And yeah, exactly. Now what do they do with him?
What do you do with a champion who's unbeatable?
Exactly. Good mercy. Well, I guess that's a question for much wiser minds to try to contemplate. I don't know. We don't know, but we will try to keep apprised at this situation as it develops. For now, I think we should go ahead and
let's go ahead and go back to our regular format.
Bunda, this was your only WWE Raw coverage freebie. And yes, we know CM Punk was at the arena, but that's a whole other thing. It's more of our like speculation of will CM Punk return and what is he doing?
Exactly.
All right, real quick, I want to take a look at the chat. Planet Q Screen was saying, by the way, CM Punk was backstage on Monday night talking to Hunter, and then he was asked to leave by one of Vince's stooges until Hunter stepped in. Bunda was saying, like, hey, the belt looks sweet. And yeah, Saudi Arabia, bada baby. It's a new belt, so WWE can sell more belts.
Bunda does have a good point there. Like, if it's marketable, they'll sell it. They're already selling it right now.
And let's see here.
They have pre-orders available.
Planet Q Screen is asking, has Roman Reigns fought Omos? No. He hasn't, and truthfully, we really don't want him to.
No.
Right now, let me see here. We've also got Bunda was over here saying Roman Reigns versus Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan should be in it. Like, man, Hogan's like beyond retired. He's got one foot in the grave. Saying nobody wants Cody Rhodes as anything more than a mid-carder. I see belt in his future. No, he shouldn't get over it. Roman dropped the belt to Sammy and look like a bum Zayn. Ha 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 ha. Like, Bunda.
He's contrarian.
Don't ever change.
Yeah. What did Vicente Guerrero say in the latest one?
Vicente Guerrero. Hi there, Vicente Guerrero. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. He's saying, really, 2 world championships in WWE has always been bad. Not necessarily. Back when the original brand split worked, it made sense. We had the Undisputed Championship. It then became very much disputed, and that's when we had the World Heavyweight Championship. But, yeah, it started off weird because, Triple H and his reign of terror. But more to the point, it made sense back then for having one championship for one show, one championship for another, having those championship belts actually split. Having the titles actually split. We have it for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Why couldn't we do it here? I don't know, because it
doesn't make any sense.
This makes no lick of sense.
And like I said, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I think WWE need to find these answers soon and provide a little more context.
I really hope so, because we need context in the worst way. We need some sort of thing. We need this to make sense somehow. How?
It's okay.
Pretty please with sugar on top.
You know something, Juan? It's all right. Because you know what? For the time being, we can go ahead and take a break.
What?
A spring break
I hate you.
Let's go ahead and start the reviews. Let's start by...
I hate you so much right now. It's flames. It's flames on the side of my head, and I can't with you. I cannot. Bunda, I don't have to live with. I could deal with his contrarian ass all the live long day.
I've done worse. You know that. That being said, let's go ahead and start reviewing this year's TV special of NXT Spring Breakin.
It just sounds so weird.
It sounds weird. All right, the show opens up with a tag team trunk match as the team of representing the family. You got Tony D'Angelo and his underboss, the enforcer, Stax. Yeah, Gabagoo.
The Paisanos, the Don of NXT. These guys.
Those guys.
These guys, the poppy poopy. Poopy pop.
Yeah,
these guys? These guys here? The poppy poopy? These guys over here?
Those guys
These guys over here?
These guys over there.
Yeah, no.
Versus the tag team of Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Oh boy, these guys have been in a heated rivalry for weeks.
Oh my God, Elton Prince, what the hell is he doing with his body hair? I'm seeing in the freaking promo card here, he's got chest hair up to under his pectorals.
Yeah, chest hair is a thing, and somehow he made it look pretty.
No, it doesn't look pretty. It looks like he took a shag carpet and glued it to his chest, and that's it. No.
Who are we to criticize? We're not fashionistas ourselves.
No, but I know what something looks when something looks dumb.
All right, so the rules are simple. There's no disqualification, no pinfall, no submission. The only way to win, and it's pretty much in the name itself. The only way to win is to shove the tag team into the trunk of a car and drive off.
Is there a car nearby?
There are two cars.
Are they stealing a car?
Cars. Yes, they're of course they didn't steal cars. WWE provided the cars. You stealing cars. You're silly, Juan. That's silly. But nevertheless, this was a fun, no-holds-barred fight that the fans got. They brought out all the weapons. They brought chairs. They brought the chains. They brawled at ringside. They brawled in the ring. There was a table set up by the family, but then Pretty Deadly, like being the heels to rob us of our fun, they put the table away and they're like, no tables. And the fans just booed Pretty Deadly for that.
Wow, dicks.
I know, right? So it looks like the heels were
Pretty Deadly, not the fans. The fans were right on this one.
It looked like the heels were going to win as Stax was the first one to go into the trunk, leaving Tony D'Angelo to fight for himself in this 2-on-1 handicap match. And then just as it looked like Pretty Deadly was going to win, then Stax, I don't know how the hell he got it, WWE Magic had a fire extinguisher ready and blew in the face of Elton Prince.
Wait.
To surprise them.
Okay, in the trunk?
In the trunk.
Was it inside the trunk when they threw him in?
I didn't see it from the angle.
That would be the only explanation.
Yeah. But nevertheless, Stax got out. The family hit their finishing move, and they were able to put Pretty Deadly into the trunks, and they win. Your winners, Stax and Tony D'Angelo.
God almighty.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, so the fussy sissy prissy fancy British boys got beaten by the mobster boys.
Oh yes, and there's a fun segment that actually goes on throughout the entire night, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit.
Wait, there is?
Yes, I'm going to get to it later.
Is it actually like fun? Is it like?
Well, it depends on how you feel about it.
Okay.
Now, let's get to the exciting match of the night. Surprisingly, this match was not the main event.
Wait, what?
This match is a one-on-one match for the NXT Championship as Carmelo Hayes defends against the number one contender, Grayson Waller.
Okay, really? The NXT Championship match itself wasn't the main event?
Yeah, I know. It's weird, ain't it?
That is so weird. Okay, well, okay, color me curious. Let's see how this went.
So
How
Grayson
did
Waller, he came down with his same female escort from Vengeance Day with the same golden shoe as he's ready for his victory lap.
Is he got to drink champagne at the shoe?
Yeah, that's
Really?
pretty much just yeah, it's so dumb.
Really?
But that being said, this is still a good fight between two guys. Both these guys are entertaining on the mic. They're charismatic. They're also pretty good. They're also pretty smooth in the ring. And there was a bit of like outside, not outside interference, but Grayson Waller taking advantage of the rules and taking advantage of every opportunity he gets. Like Grayson Waller went outside the ring. He tried to grab a steel chair. It looked like he was losing his cool for a bit after being outsmarted by Carmelo Hayes early on. But then Trick Williams. Oh, the nice Trick Williams tried to stop Grayson in his tracks, but Grayson attacked Trick Williams with the steel chair, rendering Carmelo all alone to fend for himself.
Oh, no.
I know. It was actually pretty good. We got a superplex spot in this match. We also have an announce table spot as Grayson Waller did his awesome like elbow drop, driving Carmelo Hayes through the announce table. So that was fun. Yeah, no, that was actually pretty fun. And just as it looked like all hope was lost, Grayson Waller had Carmelo Hayes over his shoulders. He was about to put him away until Carmelo Hayes reverses it into a code breaker and then hits his finishing move. I finally find out what his finishing move is. It's called Nothing But Net.
Wait, that's his finisher?
Nothing But Net. You know, like basketball.
Like basketball. Net. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, because Melo don't miss, y'all.
Melo don't. Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
So Carmelo Hayes hits his finisher, pins, and retains. Your winner and still NXT champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Yo, I hope that what's his face. I really hope to God that Grayson Waller paid cash for that for the golden shoe because I'll tell you this right now, buddy. I don't think you could continue financing the damn thing if all you're gonna do is continue losing.
I know, right? Then after the match, Carmelo Hayes cut a fiery promo challenging Braun Breaker to a rematch where he will put his title on the line at NXT's Battleground on Sunday, May 27th.
Oh my God.
He tried to call out Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker answered. He speared Trick Williams, and then he took out the champion. He locked Trick Williams into the recliner, forcing him to tap out. And then Braun Breaker speared Carmelo Hayes through the... there was another entrance ramp, like not at the main stage, not at the Titantron, but there was another entranceway next to the announce table, and it was blocked off. Braun Breaker speared Carmelo Hayes through the wall. And it was intense, like the speed that Braun Breaker was going. I mean, it makes sense. You know, Braun Breaker used to play football, so of course he's fast.
Nice.
But yeah, he tackled the champion through, and damn, that's one hell of a way to make a statement.
Ouch. So now we've got Braun Breaker is definitely officially, he's got himself locked in heel territory, and he is very much in a brutal streak. I can dig that.
Absolutely.
Vicente Guerrero, let's see. Every Tony D'Angelo match should be watched while eating pizza or other Italian foods. Gabagooli. Pretty Deadly throws a table out the ring during a death match. The PD members must have been rewatching Steve Corino's ECW anti-hardcore run. Braun Breaker is working well as a heel. This is what happens when you copy dad and uncle. Gabagooli.
Yeah, because no, you're fine. You're fine. So here's the thing.
And Jen Pearson in the chat sounds like upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round and round.
Thank you for that.
There you go.
So let me
I'd sing that for you.
Yeah. So before we move on, here's the thing: the feud with Grayson Waller, that was just a pit stop. That was just a pit stop for the main road. That is the rematch between Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker. And the same argument goes for Braun Breaker because before destroying Carmelo Hayes, he actually won in quick fashion in his own one-on-one match against Andre Chase, where he had like both these guys. They had brief stop in their like one week feuds with Andre Chase and Grayson Waller respectively, and now they're going to collide again in their second encounter at Boston, in Boston, Massachusetts.
Fuck Boston! Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Hook Baston, whatever.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. All right.
Now, and folks, I just want to say thank you all for joining us here tonight. We appreciate you all very much over here. Do us a favor, if you'd be so kind, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and share this video.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, why not do so? Please.
Yes, please.
It is free.
Hit the subscribe button and enable notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our media content. We produce content 3 days a week. 3 days a week. No, 4 shows, 3 days a week.
Exactly. There we go. I'm just over here dropping a little thing for everybody. Show the Raves Flock some love by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. Thank goodness that this random guy named The Juancho is on the chat sharing this stuff. I wonder who that guy is. He seems sexy. Anyway, but that's not important. Let's continue over here.
All right, so now let's get to the exciting segment. And like I said, they split it up into different parts, but it's so funny. Their opening match, the trunk match, ended, but we kept following along with Tony D'Angelo and Stax.
What?
Yeah, they're driving off, they're celebrating. They made a stop to make sure that Pretty Deadly behave in the trunks. And then, as we reach the end of the segment, by the end of the show, I kid you not, Tony D'Angelo and Stax, they threw Pretty Deadly over the bridge into the water. They killed them on the air, on screen.
What? What? No, how?
Pretty Deadly is
how did
sleeping with the fishies.
No, how did they throw? As in, like, what? Did they open the trunk, grab these guys, and freaking hoist them over, and like fucking Vader?
They don't show them actually doing it, Juan. It is heavily implied.
It is
that
heavily
they killed
implied.
Pretty Deadly.
They committed mafia gangland style murder.
Oh
but
my
how would they
goodness.
be sleeping? Okay, guys, for the record, it doesn't work as sleeping with the fishies if the guys aren't bound and or weighed down somehow with, like the classic concrete shoes or whatever. Gabagooli. Okay, I know, I'm poking holes in a goofy Italiano paisano gabagooli storyline, but these guys lend it to them themselves, okay? I'm just leaning into the dumb stereotype that they're perpetuating.
And yet the fans love it.
It's heavily implied that they just moited him.
Yeah, it's heavily implied they moited Pretty Deadly.
Him.
And both Tony D and Stax are now setting their sights. They're now back on the championship track as they're now going to move on from Pretty Deadly in pursuit of the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Okay, remind me, who's tag team champions right now? Gallus, the Scottish dudes.
The Scottish boys, yep. Gallus.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So,
this was a way to... No. Follow me.
Thank you, Jen. Jen in the chat is saying the guys Pretty Deadly have no brains, so they need extra concrete for them.
Here's the thing. This is a way to write off Pretty Deadly. With WWE starting their draft tomorrow and Monday, there's reports that Pretty Deadly is confirmed for a main roster call-up.
Also, there was another report saying that Cora Jade herself is also making an appearance backstage on SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So it's highly possible that she might be getting called up to the main roster as well.
It's really nice when the WWE draft rolls around. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And this time they're bringing in some NXT folks to also cash in on the draft opportunity. So yeah, kudos to them. I mean, it'll help freshen up the roster, freshen up the programming, especially with WWE Creative being awesome right now. With a few hits and misses.
It's better than it was. Like there's clearly issues, but it's better than it really has any right to be right now. That doesn't make it great, but it's better.
Yeah, fair enough. But nevertheless, so yeah, they died in NXT, but they're gonna come be resurrected on Raw or SmackDown.
What the hell?
I can't with these guys.
What in the actual friggity diggity hell?
Oh, God.
Let me check the chat over here. Bunda was saying too bad Angel is in here. Angel doesn't do Wrestle Rewind. Angel never does Wrestle Rewind.
Wrestling isn't his cup of tea.
No, let's see. Vicente lol at the Italian accent right out of Super Mario Brothers. By the way, the new Mario's movie was really fun. Yes, it was. It was awesome. Let me see here. Okay, thank you for that, Planet Q's Queen. They wanted to do the Mafia family style. LOL to the other guys. Yeah, the rest. Hope Pretty Deadly know how to swim. I know that they've definitely got buoyancy because they're a pair of airheads. Vicente Guerrero, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and then WWF used to throw title belts into the water off of bridges. Now in 2023, we get talent thrown off the bridges. Jen Pearson, did they at least give them a kiss before the epic bridge toss?
Nope.
You know, hey, there, we're gonna give you a little kissy goodnight. That way you can be sleeping with the fishies.
Nope. I repeat, it is heavily implied that they kill them. That Pretty Deadly is sleeping with the fishies.
It is severely heavily implied.
That's why I picked that as my exciting segment, because it is funny as hell. And I don't know about anybody watching, but I saw that segment and I was laughing my balls off.
All right. Well, it sounded like it was pretty dumb and silly and funny, so I don't have any issue with it. Okay, let's get into the rest of the review here.
All right, now this was a good match that had a very weak finish. This is a one-on-one encounter between Lyra Valkyria and the aforementioned Cora Jade.
Okay, so last we checked, Cora Jade is in a bad girl phase. She's coming out with her black bat.
She's in the Johnny Gargano all heart, no soul phase.
Kind of thing, yeah, Generation of Jade thing.
Or the Tommaso Ciampa evil phase, whichever one you want to go with.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, show me.
All right, so these two women, they had, like I said, this wasn't a bad match. It was actually a great match, especially from Valkyria's spot. Like, she did like a multiple like bridging Northern Lights suplexes. Like, it was really awesome. Cora Jade was able to cut her off before she could hit a third chain. But then Lyra Valkyria was able to execute that the extra suplex, forcing Cora Jade to roll out of the ring, like go into the, or like head into the ring apron. And then Lyra Valkyria, she does this super awesome thing that she does, where she runs over. It looks like she's gonna dive through the ropes, but she grabs onto both of the ropes and does like a drop kick and still hangs on. I love that move.
Oh,
it's
nice.
So cool.
That sounds cool. Yeah, no, that sounds real athletic. I'm digging this so far.
It was really good. Lots of great wrestling. Lots of amazing strikes from both female competitors. But then we get to the main finish. Like, Cora Jade breaks out her black kendo stick. Pipe.
Is it a kendo stick? Is it a pipe? Is it a baseball bat?
I don't know.
What is the stick that Cora Jade's got? Oh, I know what it is.
Is it Floyd 2.0?
No. I know what it is. I know what it is. Okay, so we know that Cora Jade and Braun Breaker are dating, right?
Yes.
You know how he was like white meat babyface?
Yeah.
And now he's turned heel?
Yeah.
That stick is the stick that was lodged up his ass.
Oh! Damn, Juan!
I just solved math. That was some mathematics there for you.
Okay.
In the chat, Vicente on the main roster, Pretty Deadly can come back, leave the shirts in the river.
That'd be
Cora
fun.
Jade versus Lyra Valkyria was a good match, but name and gimmick wise, it almost looked like Taya Valkyrie versus Darby Allin.
Oof.
Okay.
All right, but hang on a minute. I haven't done talking about it yet.
Okay, keep going.
All right. So it looked like she was going to get herself DQ'd and use the weapon. The referee tried to stop her. They get both the referee and Cora Jade get into a struggle, and this is where things get a little confusing. Lyra Valkyria hits her spinning heel kick, accidentally knocks over the referee. While the referee is down, Cora Jade like attacks Lyra Valkyria from behind the leg, but it looked so weak, it looked phony the way she did it, before hitting her finishing move, which is the double arm DDT, to get the win. Your winner, Lyra Valkyria. Cora Jade is the winner. Like I said, it was a great match, but the finish was weak.
Okay. Under the circumstances, if you were booking the match over here with the finish, assuming that you kept the rest of the match exactly the same, how would you, with the same victory going to Cora, how would you have booked that to work out?
Okay, here's the thing. What they could have done is that
we can criticize, but if you can do better, feel free.
Here's the thing. Here's an alternative to consider. If we're going to have a dirty finish, what Cora Jade could do while the referee is knocked down, like if she has something small in her person, like a small chain or brass knuckles. I've seen women in wrestling hide. Like, come on, it's a universal fact. Women have more hiding spots than men.
Okay, but Jose, I don't think you understand what that implies.
Okay. Sorry. Forget what I said.
Okay.
The point being is that if she had a small weapon on her, like a brass knuckles or something like that, that would have been good for a dirty finish.
Okay, then no, you would have to come up with a different match altogether because she doesn't. And
Why? No. I want to hear your spot.
Okay.
Why do you disagree with me?
Let me put it this way: even with a small weapon, considering the ring attire that Cora Jade rocks, she doesn't really have that many hiding spaces.
She could have easily hidden one inside one of the turnbuckle pads. Or I don't know. Like I've seen these things happen in wrestling, like with the referees turned or where they're knocked down. You know, they I don't know how to explain it, but it happens, and I've seen it happen in NXT.
You're just saying that this could have been finished a little bit better.
Or here's another alternative: have Cora Jade roll her up.
No. Nope. You just Jen Pearson. What?
Wait, is Bunda gonna get a membership? Is Bunda gonna get a membership? Oh!
No membership for Bunda.
No membership for Bunda.
Jen Pearson just gifted 5 memberships to Inner Flockers over here. So congratulations to Pfizer Macrocephalus. Pleasantly sarcastic, definitely not the news with Carrie, Karen 007, and Amy Louth. Thank you all so much, Jen Pearson, and congratulations to all the new Inner Flockers. Congratulations.
Yay! Congratulations.
Sorry to Bunda. Maybe better luck next time. If he sent it in the chat, if Lyra Valkyria, if I was Lyra Valkyria and got hit with a botched move as a finish, I would kick out and let Cora try the move a second time.
Okay, fair enough. That's also another thing. Here's another idea. Okay, fine. Forget the weapons. Forget the roll-up. With the referee down, Cora Jade could have exposed one of the turnbuckles, take advantage, smashed Lyra Valkyria onto the exposed turnbuckle, and then pin her, like knocking her out.
Okay, you think that would work better?
Yes. My point is, there's so many different ways they could have saved it.
She could have done that and been like super brutal at it, like bludgeon her against the exposed turnbuckle like 5 times or whatever.
Yeah,
and then hit her with the DDT with her finish on there. Okay, that would make a little more sense. And what's her face, Lyra Valkyria, it would be caught off guard and stuff. So okay, that's a little better. It took a little extra
thinking,
nudging, a little extra thinking, but okay, I guess that would work rather than using weapons altogether.
Or using a roll-up.
Yes.
You hate the roll-up, don't you?
I hate the roll-up pin. It is such a cheap and easy cop-out. Do better. Anyone using a roll-up pin for a proper finish needs to get punched in the mouth.
Fair.
That's just my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So let's go ahead and continue on with the night. Then we get a really, really, really bad segment from
I'm not keeping this on the
script.
I'm not keeping this on the freaking script. What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
Script interrupted a backstage interview segment between Mackenzie Mitchell and Dragon Lee to post his video.
Why is Dragon Lee looking like he's the Batman?
That's not Dragon Lee, that's Scripts.
Why is Scripts pretending to be Batman?
Because they're going comic book
style. You're not Batman!
Yeah, I know, right? Because they're going comic book style with this rivalry between Scripts and Axiom.
No.
It's so dumb.
No. Not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, was there anything substantive in the promo segment?
Just him rhyming with his poetry, and it's basically him calling out Axiom next week, and then I'm not going to repeat it word for word because I don't want this garbage on my channel, but that's all it is. It's just an overly produced, animated superhero, supervillain like promo segment with scripts.
Thank you. I'm just getting that off of here.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm not gonna.
It's okay. Here's a palate cleanser. We have a main event for the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this is definitely the main event style. Okay. Yep. There we go. The NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell defending in a triple threat match against former champion Roxanne Perez and the hot contender Tiffany Stratton. Real quick, Vicente in the chat, roll-up was cool due to it being a surprise, then became watered down. It was the finish every 4th match on any brand, so yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
All right, well, thankfully
I've actually been following Tiffany Stratton, by the way, on her TikTok. She seems like a nice girl, and she does put her work in, so I'm not going to knock on her on that, but the character's such a little bitch.
That's the point.
Continue.
If she's making you hate her, then she's doing her job right.
Yeah.
That being said, Thankfully, this match did not end in a roll-up. In fact, this match was actually pretty exciting. We got some great spots, especially from Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton did a cannonball senton, wiped out both female competitors outside of the ring. I loved it. That was pretty cool. I will never knock. Tiffany Stratton, I agree with Juan. Every time she gets into the ring, it looks like she gets better and better and better as she performs. So good on her.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
So not going to knock her on that.
Yeah. And then Roxanne Perez, she also did a really cool wrestling spot in there too. She did a springboard double arm drag on both Indy Hartwell and Tiffany Stratton, but it looked a little sloppy on Stratton's part. It looks like she didn't roll over completely for the bump. So, yeah, it was a little botchy there. Tiffany tried. She tried.
Yeah, you can't hit home runs every single time. But
no, of course, nobody bats 100. Nobody.
There we go.
Yeah. And then for the majority of the match, Indy Hartwell was actually taken out, and it was just focused on Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez as they went back and forth against each other in the main event. Let's see. The fans came alive when Roxanne Perez mounted her comeback. She did her suicide dives onto Tiffany Stratton, and it looks like Tiffany Stratton was also. But then Tiffany Stratton was able to pull the rug from under her, and it looks like she was going to win. She hits her signature moonsault just as the referee counted 2.
Indy Stratton, the triple rope moonsault that she does.
Yes. But before the referee could count to 3, Indy Hartwell pulls Tiffany Stratton out of the ring, and then she hits Roxanne Perez with a low, basement clothesline to the back of her head, knocking her out to pin and retain. Your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion, Indy Hartwell.
Well, we do support indie wrestling here on the Ravens Flock, so yeah, okay, not bad.
She
not bad at all.
definitely pulled through as a fighting champion. Any speculation or any word of mouth of her being a paper champion or a fluke champion has been alleviated.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, as far as Indy and as far as Tiffany and Roxanne goes, obviously Roxanne, she's got the most experience on there, aside from Indy, and Tiffany is clearly an up and comer, someone to keep your eye on.
I have a feeling that Roxanne and Tiffany are going to be feuding with each other for weeks to come.
I think you're right. The two of the girls are going to continue vying with each other. In the meantime, who's Indy going to defend against next? Who else do we know is going to try? Do we think with the, for instance, and I'm spitballing this, with the schism separating with the dyad apparently leaving their WWE NXT contracts, you think Ava Raine might try to bolster herself?
That would be a good possibility. That would be a strong possibility.
All right, but then again, we haven't really seen her do anything in ring yet, have we?
Nah, she only got in the ring one time as far as I'm concerned, and that was during the mixed tag match at Stand and Deliver in the kickoff show.
Then no, she hasn't been in any proper in-ring action. Okay, so she's still working as cheerleader for the team.
Yeah, that's another thing to address. Thank you for mentioning.
Cheerleader for the cheerleader from Chase U.
Thea Hale?
Thea Hale, thank you. What about her?
She could be a strong contender.
Okay. Who's got the best storyline, ladies? No, not
Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. Either
Gigi,
one of them.
Yeah. Oh God.
Definitely Gigi.
Gigi.
Ah!
Oh, damn. What was I thinking? How could I sleep on that?
I know, right?
I know.
Also, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra just. Oh yeah, but then again, Cora Jade's gonna be possibly.
Oh no!
Rolling
Thank
out.
you. Oh no! Here's another criticism I had about that match ending with Cora Jade winning. Lyra Valkyria was undefeated.
So, Cora Jade broke her undefeated streak.
Yes!
The streak is over.
Yes!
I see.
But why?
We don't know.
Why not book Lyra Valkyria as this unbeatable badass?
Because shut up.
Oh.
Apparently.
All right. Well, all right. So let's go ahead and shift gears to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse, hit the button, Dynamite!
Oh, yes. We've got some good, entertaining stuff to talk about for Dynamite.
Some great lucha things.
It's funny you mentioned great lucha things because this is exactly what we start the show off with.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
Some great lucha things.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
the show opens up with a championship match for the AEW International Championship as Bandito, the former Ring of Honor World Champion, challenges for the title against the reigning defending champion himself, Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you very, very much. All right. So, oh boy, here we go.
Why are you going through your phone in the middle?
Because I actually want to see. Because anytime I talk about AEW, I got to mention where they took place this time. All right,
Sunrise, Florida, at the
Florida FLA
Live Arena.
Okay, at the Florida Live Arena in Sunrise, Florida.
Because
I don't know where Sunrise is.
That's apparently a thing they have to remind us of every time. And yeah, Vicente Guerrero actually answered our question. Ava Raine has had all of 2 matches in total.
Oof. 2? Only 2?
Apparently only 2.
All right, well, that's a story for another time. But let's get back to Orange Cassidy versus Bandito. So Bandito, I think I've discussed him some time ago. I have to like he's one of the awesome like luchador technicians from Ring of Honor, and he definitely gave Orange Cassidy a run for his money. These two had great back and forth action, and Bandito showing off a bit of his strength during this match when he deadlifted Orange Cassidy from the ring apron and did a one-arm stalling superplex from the top turnbuckle.
Okay, I got to tell you right now, I am woefully out of practice in any wrestling training I've had over the years. I'm pretty sure I could deadlift Orange Cassidy and give him a one-arm superplex off a turnbuckle. The guy looks like he weighs 5 pounds sopping wet.
Damn, Juan. That's some shade, bro.
No, that's what Orange Cassidy's wearing, or what you wear on the Ravens flock is a.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll give you that.
What I just stated was facts.
Another display of strength is when Bandito hoisted up Orange Cassidy over his shoulders into like a military press position, but then he let go of one arm, only holding Orange Cassidy up by just one arm in the air right above him before tossing him over. Okay, you gotta admit, that's cool.
It's all right, yeah.
Ah, come on!
What do you want me to do? Gush over every little thing under the sun?
It's good wrestling.
Yes, it is good wrestling, but I'm not gonna okay, let's continue to see how the rest of the match goes.
Yeah, I know. And of course, Orange Cassidy doing his Orange Cassidy things. He does, like, he did his spots too. He did his hand in pockets and all that stuff. He was able to come back against Bandito, countering one of Bandito's moves, turning it into the beach break to pin and retain. Your winner and still AEW's international champion, Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. After the match, both of these guys celebrated in the ring, shook hands in respect, and Orange Cassidy gave him a pair of sunglasses for Bandito to wear, which looked silly. But whatever. It was fun. It was a good way to open up the show. And anytime Orange Cassidy's in the ring defending the championship, however silly the presentation is at this point, Orange Cassidy is always able to give us great matches anytime he's on TV.
I don't understand.
What?
I don't understand this guy. Why would he give him sunglasses?
Because they're now because they're now buddies, Juan. They're now friends.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
Hey, you could be friends in wrestling.
But no, they're not.
This guy. Oh my goodness.
Dying to fire. Vicente saying Orange Cassidy's more like 160 pounds. Bandito with sunglasses. Jen Pearson is saying Sunrise is usually in the east. Yeah, no, we're talking Sunrise, Florida, the town. And Bundo saying, my goodness, is Orange County suck.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to live in Orange County then, do you, Bunda? Unless you do.
Yeah, are you saying Orange County in Florida or Orange County in California?
Or who knows? We don't know. Point is, Bunda doesn't like Orange County.
Okay, well, guess with a fun fact about Bunda. So now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and this is the Four Pillars Tournament Finals. Oh God, the name sounds stupid.
This is so stupid.
And it's one-on-one between the Spanish God Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin.
Okay, so fuckboy versus skateboarder. Let's go.
Will you stop it?
I will stop when Sammy Guevara sticks his tongue back in his goddamn mouth. He looks like a little fuckboy.
Only with his tongue out.
Yes.
But when he doesn't have the tongue out, he doesn't look like a fuckboy.
No, he just looks like a little doofus. I could deal with someone being a little doofus. That's fine. But if you stick your tongue out while looking like a little doofus, you're a fuckboy. That's how it works. Don't ask me how. It's just how it works. Okay? I don't make the rules. I just invent them.
All right. So before the match started, we actually got a little small like backstage thing where MJF and Sammy Guevara, they're like hugging it out. They're being best buddies. They got themselves matching clothes. Sammy Guevara got MJF a matching vest, and MJF got Sammy Guevara another one of his scarves. So, because they're buddies, Juan. They're friends. You can't see it, folks. Juan's judging me with his stare. And then we also got we also had a pre-match segment between Jungle Boy and Darby Allin, where Jungle Boy, it looks like they're trying to squash the beef and show that they still respect each other. Darby Allin threw a little bit of a passive-aggressive shade, and Jungle Boy told Darby Allin that, hey man, I'll be in your corner just to make sure no BS happens. That never happened. But let's get to the match.
So that was a dirty lie.
So during this one-on-one match, MJF joined Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and Taz on commentary. And I wish I got... There is no JR. I don't know where JR is.
I really hope JR is back in Oklahoma. He deserves a break. He doesn't need to be dealing with this mess. He's made enough money and has got enough pedigree in him for the rest of his life.
I think he's still employed by AEW.
JR, please. Please, no.
Or maybe
you were sold a bill of goods.
Or maybe
such sports-based presentation here.
Or maybe JR is still commentating for Friday Night Rampage. I don't know.
All right, just keep going. Please.
All right, so, and I wish I had a picture of this, but MJF showed off his own self-branded MJF soured pickle jar.
That's apparently a real thing. He's got a working promo deal with this pickle company, and with him being Jewish and shit. So, hey, kosher dills and the butter chips ones, and then there's a spicy pickles as well. So
interesting.
I don't remember, but it's an actual real thing, and good for him.
Hey, good for him. Hey, Juan, do you want one of his his pickle jars?
No.
Anyways, so this match, these guys are very similar in their ring styles. These guys have no problem putting their bodies on the line to for the love of the game, for the excitement. Who says we need Jeff Hardy to get folks doing crazy shit?
No, we don't need Jeff Hardy doing it. As a matter of fact, that's the point that I've been trying to make. Jeff Hardy.
We definitely don't need Jeff Hardy doing it
anymore. Dude, call it a career. Cut your losses. Thank you for what you've done. Please stop. Yeah. Continue your coverage.
Both these guys continue going at it at 100 miles an hour. Darby Allin does his running bullet suicide dive, which still looks pretty awesome anytime he does it, where he just chucks his body right at his opponent outside. It's so cool. We also get a table spot. Sammy Guevara was able to regain control of the match, and he hit a 630 splash from the top turnbuckle, colliding Darby Allin through the table at ringside.
Yo,
that is pretty awesome.
Nice.
And then we got some. We also got some outside shit happening as Sammy Guevara's real life wife, Ty Mello, came down to the ring to distract Darby Allin, distract the referee for Darby Allin to sneak a win, only for Darby Allin to kick out after 2. So that didn't work.
Yeah, nice going, Ty. Which reminds me over here in the chat, Vicente Guerrero over here saying Ty Mello would tell you Sammy Guevara has a great tongue.
Get it? Get it? Oh, God. All right. Having enough of Darby Allin's shit as Darby Allin is trying to mount a comeback, MJF went down to the ring. He was storming out of commentary, went down to the ring, and this is actually pretty interesting. He had Darby Allin's skateboard in hand. He then threw it to Darby Allin. Darby Allin caught it, and then Sammy Guevara pulled an Eddie Guerrero.
No!
Yes.
Bullshit!
Yes!
Bullshit!
Your winner by disqualification and challenging MJF for the AEW World title at Double or Nothing is Sammy frickin' Guevara.
Bullshit!
Oh my goodness. That's some good heel shit.
That's such wonderful sports-based presentation right there.
Shut up, Juan.
Shoot me in the ass, apparently. God almighty.
Then afterwards, Jungle Boy went down to the ring, and Jungle Boy and Darby Allin looked like they were going to get into a fight. MJF got on the mic, and him and Sammy Guevara are parading because, yay, they're wrestling in the main event for Double or Nothing. But then, Tony Schiavone, in one of his brief moments of ballsing up and not taking shit from anybody, he got on the mic. He told MJF to shut up and called him a prick, to where MJF is like, hey, you don't get to do that. And Tony Schiavone's like, guess what? I just did. Whoa!
Okay, what? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He relayed a message.
Whoa.
He relayed a message via Tony Khan that next week on Dynamite, there will be a tag team match play up.
Holla, holla.
The team of MJF and Sammy Guevara versus Jungle Boy and Darby Allin. And if Jungle Boy and Darby Allin win, they will be inserted into the main event, and the main event will be called, and I can't believe they titled it, and it came out of Tony Schiavone's mouth, a 4-way pillars match for the AEW World Championship at Double or Nothing. Yeah.
What the fuck?
You can't just call it a fatal 4-way?
You can't just call it a fatal 4-way match?
Why
or
not?
a 4 corners match?
They need to stop milking the word pillar. The more you say
God,
it, the more
it's
it
already
loses its
pointless.
value.
It's already devalued over here. Jen Pearson in the chat, my mother just heard about your tongue thing and said, ew. Sorry about that, Jen's mom. Sorry about that, Jen Pearson's mother. Not
How
trying to
dare
gross you
you,
out.
Wacho?
In my defense, I was talking about how this dude, this little fuck boy, Sammy Guevara, looks like a little bitch with his tongue out. Yeah, no, thank you over here. Tony Schiavone getting badass for 2 minutes will happen when you work with Taz, Mr. FT Dub.
Oh, snap.
Yes, no, but for real though, what the fuck?
I know.
4 pillars match or 4-way pillars match?
Like, come on.
No, this is
come
how you
on.
know. This is how you know this is being booked by a motherfucker who didn't get laid until after he got money from. After he started showing off his money to people. Dear God.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna get to him in just a bit, Juancho. No worries there. But right now, I want to talk about the major thing that's been buzzing in wrestling. We're gonna get to the exciting segment. All right.
Wait, do we have an exciting segment?
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. After
Oh wait,
all,
no. Odds are he's not married to he's not married to anybody. So odds are he's definitely hasn't gotten laid in any way that we know of. But hey, prostitutes count.
You dork.
It's true, they do, don't they?
I know, but picking
All right,
on
so
Tony Khan just because he doesn't get laid?
No, I'm picking on Tony Khan because he acts like a motherfucker who doesn't get laid.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, because he acts like it, not because he. Not because he is. Okay.
We don't know if he is or isn't, but he definitely acts like he hasn't gotten laid.
You got a point.
Also, Aaron Cooper's in the chat. Hey up, Aaron Cooper. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Welcome.
So pray
All
tell,
right.
what is this exciting segment? Help me out.
Well, the former NXT champion Adam Cole, baby, stormed down to the ring to call out Chris Jericho after what happened last week when the Jericho Appreciation Society and the Outcasts destroyed Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker in the middle of the ring in her hometown of Pittsburgh.
That's
Those
so terrible.
bastards.
How dare they? The Fiends. Did they do anything about it?
Well, yes, Adam Cole challenged Chris Jericho to confront him in the middle of the ring, right there, right now, right
then and there.
Right then and there. And then Chris Jericho appeared on the Titantron. Yeah.
Why are you looking down over here? You know what happened.
Because I'm dual tasking. No, I'm actually dual tasking for something else.
Okay, my bad.
So, Jericho made it clear, like, nah, man, I'm not going to come down to the ring, but my buddies are. And then we get a time-honored tradition in all of wrestling, a Pier 6 Brawl.
Pier 6 Brawl!
Pier 6 Brawl! Pier 6 Brawl! Pier 6 Brawl! Pier 6 Brawl! Yay!
Also, hey up, Gene Rick. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Aaron Cooper saying that I'm wearing my invisibility jacket. Kind of.
All right, awesome. Now, despite this being a fun Pier 6 brawl, unfortunately, the numbers were just too much. Like, despite Orange Cassidy and Bandito running in to save Adam Cole, it's 4 against 3, and the numbers were not in their favor until we get a surprise debut from who jump shipped from WWE Orlando all the way to sign with AEW. And that is the former NXT North American champion and a former member of the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong.
Oh, schnapolas.
And the fans came alive to Roderick Strong. He ran down to the ring and he destroyed everyone. He even hit an angle slam on Jake Hager.
That's not that hard. I mean, Jake Hager was wearing a stupid little sissy boy romper and that idiotic purple hat.
So, yes.
So, yeah, he was already debuffed.
He was already debuffed, but nevertheless, the impact was made. Roderick Strong and Adam Cole hugged it out because they were best buddies. Not just in WWE, but back in the early years of Ring of Honor.
So, it's official, folks. Roderick Strong
is all elite.
That was such a tiny image that you gave me here. I had to just blow it up over here. What?
I got it from Tony Khan's Twitter. What do you want?
Wait, really?
Yes.
What? Idiot.
Anyways, so it's been a very long time since I talked about anything related to Roderick Strong here on Wrestle Rewind. I even provided some pictures so that we could provide a point of reference, if you will. The last time I spoke about Roderick Strong on Wrestle Rewind was when I reviewed NXT, and at the time, he was captain of the Diamond Mine. This is an old photo from 2021. But he was written off TV after being brutally assaulted by Indus Sher. And the last time I saw him, it was in a video package.
Wasn't that where Veer Mahan was coming?
Yeah, I know.
And Jen, only doofus men wear rompers. You know, like the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Ha! Anyways, so yeah, the last time I saw him was when Roderick Strong was in a wheelchair in a hospital, and the Diamond Mine were like showing their thanks and gratitude to him, and this was like before their pay-per-view event, Halloween Havoc. So this was in October 2022. So he was gone for November, December, January, February, March, April, 6 months.
Holy crap.
And now, according to Wikipedia, following his exit from TV, it had him listed as a trainer in the WWE Performance Center.
Well, that's a very nice way of saying, hey, we're going to give you a role so you can keep getting paid until your contract's out. Thanks.
Yeah. But more importantly, what's bigger than him being in the Diamond Mine, and I sent a picture to you, Juancho, was, like I said earlier, Roderick Strong was 1/4 of one of the greatest stables in WWE history.
Let me guess, you grabbed this from Tony Khan's freaking Twitter also?
No, I got it from Google.
Oh, God, these people.
One of the greatest factions in WWE history.
In NXT history.
In NXT history, the Undisputed Era.
Hence his Ace shirt.
Hell yeah, baby! These guys dominated NXT, capturing every major championship on the brand, and they had great matches at NXT War Games from 2017 to 2020. When especially when they brought it especially when they brought it back, like when they brought back War Games from the WCW locker, like from the WCW vault, and made it a thing for NXT. Like they used the War Games pay-per-view event every year, much like how WCW used it to showcase the Four Horsemen and the New World Order. They used it to showcase the best of the Undisputed Era.
That was an incredible bout that Undisputed Era participated in, and of course, making it a vintage War Games style match definitely helped seal the deal for these guys.
Hells yeah. So now we've got Kyle O'Reilly, who's still sidelined by an injury, but he's contracted in AEW. We've got Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Now all we're missing is hey, where's Bobby Fish these days? Oh yeah, that's right, he's a free agent. Damn it.
I mean, where's the lie?
Ugh. You know, if they do bring Bobby Fish back and they do have a reunion, maybe let Adam Cole do the talking. I'm just saying.
Nah. Where's the lie?
Ugh.
Where's the lie?
That being said, Juan, your thoughts on Roderick Strong in AEW, as opposed to being a backstage coach in WWE?
Congratulations. I hope he's working well, and I hope it works out for him.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say.
Oh my God, I really do hope it works out for him. I hope he doesn't get lost in the shuffle and we see him on Dark.
Or Dark Elevation.
Actually, no, Dark Elevation's been canceled. They...
What?
Yeah, they canceled. They quietly canceled Dark Elevation.
Why?
I don't know why.
Gee, maybe it's because they're realizing that nobody's freaking watching them on Dark or Dark Elevation, and it's kind of freaking pointless.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so now let's get to the...
real quick, before we continue, let me check out the chat. Let me see here. We've got Vicente Guerrero. Now Kyle O'Reilly heals from injury and then re-sign Bobby Fish Undisputed Era reunion. Hell yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be really cool.
Buddha saying hi to Gene Rick. Are you Ben Piercing? Are you sure that they didn't bag them so they wouldn't get sick of looking at them? We're talking about Pretty Deadly earlier. Vicente Guerrero,
God.
Adam Cole was almost like, Jericho, how dare you attack Britt while I help Garcia handcuff me to the ring rope. He also said, very, very cool seeing Roderick Strong in AEW for more than a year online. People have said that he has hated NXT a long time. Dark Elevation was canceled. Sad, really. I was watching every episode. It seems like you may have been the only one.
Right.
But that's okay, Vicente. It's not the end of the world. And Gene Rick, thank you for reminding folks to smash the like button. Remember, folks, it's free to like and subscribe. So we appreciate every single bit of support that we get over here.
All right, so now let's get on to the match of the night. And this match, yes, we do. This match is for the AEW TBS Championship.
What?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes.
We're getting a TBS Championship defense?
Yes. Who knew, right?
Oh my God. Okay, so let's go
as
ahead
the
and do it.
undefeated defending champion Jade Cargill puts her title on the line against former Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champion Taya Valkyrie.
Oh God! Actually, can we bring up what we saw on Impact over here?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. We're jumping ahead, but go on.
Okay. So
I gotta answer something here, but you go ahead.
Okay. So if that's the case, would you mind if I grab the center seat for a minute?
Briefly, yes.
Okay, thanks. All right. So, hi, folks. Wanderhouse here. One of the heads of Ravens Walk Jose's over here running on his phone. Okay, so Taya Valkyrie challenging Jade Cargill for the TBS Championship. So, the reason why I'm geeking and kind of tittering in the back of my head over this is because on tonight's edition of Impact Wrestling, DK, the Death Dolls, Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, were continuing to talk about the Coven, the current Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions, how they're basically siphoning the dark powers that are keeping these girls from winning their matches. And they made a mention of how, it's so horrible, we can't even get Taya Valkyrie back from the undead realm. Yo, Taya's right over here. She's right here. She's not undead. Well, is she? Well, I guess kind of, because she's alive. So technically that means she's undead. But are they calling her a zombie? Are they saying that she's behaving like a zombie as a result of being booked like this on AEW? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Is she an exclusive contract to AEW? I don't know. What I do know is, was that meant to be a burn? Was that meant to be a jab at AEW for mistreating Taya Valkyrie and booking her to face off against Jade Cargill, who's been undefeated this whole time? I don't know. All I know is that it was freaking hilarious how they just kept mentioning, oh no, we don't have enough dark power to get Taya Valkyrie out from that coffin where we buried her alive and killed her on screen. It was so dumb, but it was funny. And I was laughing my dick off during that whole little segment. And I figured that was worth mentioning because this is the match that apparently the match should have done better. Okay, are you done with your multitask, A? Are we good? Are we straight over here?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. Padding time. Watch the Black Files, padding time. Watch the Ravens Flock, support us. Yep, padding time. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you. I actually, I'm actually going to be sending you something, Juancho, and while I'm talking about the match, I want you to watch the video in low volume as best as possible. Okay?
Yep.
Trust me, you're gonna like it, but you're also gonna hate it. All right, so let's talk about the match while Juan is doing his small admitted due diligence. So this was not a bad match. Jade Cargill, like, yeah, she still has a lot of room to improve. But anytime she gets in the ring, much like Tiffany Stratton, she puts in the work. She actually does some good. Wrestling. These two fought in the ring. They fought at ringside. Their whole rivalry is based on who's using each other's finishing move because they both have the same finisher. Jade Cargill's finisher is called, but different names. Jade Cargill's finisher is called the Jaded, and Taya Valkyrie's finisher is called the Bridge to Valhalla, which sounds cool.
Sounds cooler than the Jaded or whatever the hell.
I know, right? But that being said, like I said, we still got some great wrestling from both women. Jade Cargill hitting we got a superplex spot from Jade Cargill, and Jade Cargill also hit a Canadian destroyer on Taya Valkyrie. Holy shit, that's awesome!
Why are you sending me this thing over again?
What are you talking about? This is the first time I sent it to you.
No, I mean like this old thing.
What do you mean? That's old?
What you just sent me. Oh, okay. Let's see.
It's new. Now listen. Anyways.
Go ahead.
So getting back to the match. But of course we have to have some outside interference from Jade Cargill's entourage, a smart Mark Sterling and Layla Gray getting involved. And it looked like Jade Cargill was going to pick up another way, and she hits the Jaded, only for Taya Valkyrie to reverse it. And this match also has a stipulation that Taya Valkyrie is not allowed to use the Bridge from Valhalla finishing move, otherwise she'll get disqualified.
So that's bullshit.
That is bullshit. And it looked like Taya Valkyrie was going to break the stipulation, only for Jade Cargill to roll up Taya Valkyrie, and then referee Audrey Edwards pins, and Jade Cargill retains. Your winner, and still the AEW TBS champion, now 56-0, Jade Cargill. After a lot of hype, after so much build for Taya Valkyrie.
Okay, so I guess we were right. Yeah, Taya Valkyrie is dead, and Jade Cargill just killed her.
Yes.
Nice going. Okay, have fun on Dark Elevation there, Taya. Keep raking in that money. Yep.
After the match, Taya Valkyrie snapped, and it looks like she was going to put a beat down on Aubrey Edwards until the other referees got in and was able to ground Taya Valkyrie from doing so. But this is not good. This is really, really not good. All this hype, all this build just for Jade Cargill to win. Why? Why are we pushing her to be undefeated at this point? Like, it's very similar, well, not similar, but different circumstances to the Roman Reigns problem. Like, what do you do with an unbeatable champion in Jade Cargill?
Easy. You beat them. You bring someone who's badass and beat them. Hell, freaking have the Outcasts go after her. Have Saraya freaking beat her or something. Have Ruby Riott beat her. Then they're like, hey, we don't give a damn. You know, this is like the freaking Jade Cargill universe, the Jadeverse or whatever the hell. No. Nope. Not doing it. Freaking whip her. Freaking beat her. Finally, please, someone.
Yeah, no. And the
novelty wore itself out much faster with Jade Cargill, namely because we could tell that she isn't worth that much in terms of the time. But yeah, she's impressive looking, and yeah, she's athletic, but an undefeatable champion, no. Stop it. Enough.
Exactly. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. It's just like, what value does she bring in AEW at this point as being an unbeatable champion? I just don't get it. Now, Vicente in the comment section saying, I honestly want to hear what
Bill Goldberg thinks of Jade. Fans have called her Jadeberg.
Oh! Ouch.
Ow.
Ouch. And I thought Von Wagner being called Greenberg was bad.
He is green.
I know, but this is worse.
Yeah, but he's green.
Well, yeah, obviously. Oh, boy. All right. So now... Oh, here we go, Wancho. We're getting to it.
No, what? No.
We're getting to the to this wacky, bad but wacky segment, and we're going to discuss it because our buddy, the AEW president and CEO, Tony Khan, has a major announcement.
No! No!
Yes.
Not doing it!
Yes.
No!
Yes!
No. God damn it, no.
All right.
No.
I gotta stop laughing for a sec. So.
No.
Are you done?
No.
So.
No.
Let me discuss.
No.
On this segment, Tony Khan has announced that the Owen Hart tournament, the Owen Hart Cup, is coming back for 2023. They're going to have their tournament start off in AEW Double or Nothing at the end of May, and they're going to have their tournament matches continue on in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This is an old picture, but this point still stands. And yeah, no, they're gonna have tournament matches. Like, he didn't exactly specify the dates of when these tournament matches are gonna take place. All we know is that it's gonna start at Double or Nothing. They're gonna have tournament matches at the Forbidden Door event on July 15th in Toronto. And if I heard the announcement correctly, and Juan, you just saw it recently, that they're going to have the tournament finals being held at in the hometown of the late Owen Hart, which is Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
All right, cool. But I'm pretty sure this was just another, hey, screw you, Vince. We could do Owen Hart and you can't. That's all this feels like it is now. So, like, you told me a thing that you came up with as your own theory about the Owen Hart.
Yeah, my own theory, yes, is that AEW is treating the Owen Hart Cup in the same way as WWE held their King of the Ring tournaments. Like, these tournaments are designed to help, boost the popularity of a rising star, and they've done it in the past. They've done it with the aforementioned Owen Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H.
Okay, who won the first Owen Hart Cup?
Adam Cole.
Baby.
Adam Cole, baby. The first winners was Adam Cole in the men's tournament and Dr. Britt Baker in the female tournament. And right now, they're in high-profile angles with The Outcast and with Chris Jericho. And, of course, they're also the main stars of AEW All Access. So that should tell you everything you need to know about the tournament.
So are we going to see them be two-time Cup winners?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we're going to get new winners this year. All I know is that, yeah, the major difference in both these tournaments, the King of the Ring tournament and this one, is that, yeah, AEW has the advantage with the presentation of the legacy of Owen Hart, thanks to help and support from the Owen Hart Foundation.
All right. Yeah. No. Okay, no one's gonna really gonna knock on Owen Hart's foundation. I just feel like the entire point of the fact that they're doing it is they're doing it because they can and Vince and WWE can't. So what the hell?
Yeah.
You can do doing a good thing coming from a spiteful place. Kind of sours it. I know? I'm just a guy who's been observing this shit, and yeah, no, we've got no actual issues I've got no actual issues with the Owen Hart Foundation, but the fact that this is done in such a clearly transparent way of
sticking it to WWE.
Yeah, sticking it to WWE. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. You could do better.
Yeah,
you could do freaking better.
Yeah, like Juan's right. Like, for legacy tournaments to come from a dark place, like, that's not good. Like, WWE, they have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics, they have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for what it's worth, and they also held the Mae Young Classics for 2017 and 2018, and those came from legacies, like, and there was like. I mean, like I said, the major difference with the Owen Hart, like, it doesn't come from a shady place, right?
Right. No, it's still like, okay, the King of the Ring tournament was created for it to be a proper tournament and all. The Owen Hart Memorial Tournament, like, that was okay. When did Owen Hart wrestle for AEW?
Never.
Exactly, because he's been.
In fact,
he's been dead for nearly 20 years.
The only material that AEW is allowed to use for Owen Hart is during his time in New Japan and in Stampede Wrestling.
Right, because WWE still owns the footage for everything he's done for the majority of his mainstream career.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, no, but more to the point, moreover to the point, yeah, this is the big, gigantic freaking announcement. The big, gigantic announcement that Tony... Like, everything's a freaking announcement.
It's so ridiculous. Like, come on, man. That kind of makes me want to forgive Triple H for that awkward announcement of the World Heavyweight title. Damn it. We're over here talking about how that stuff is bad.
It felt a little awkward when Triple H unveiled it, but yeah, at the same time, this was just like this clearly like, come on, guys. Chill.
Also, yes, Tony Khan in his typical Tony Khan fashion.
In the ring over here, let me take a look. Vicente was saying Abaddon worked a lot of Dark and Elevation shows. I hope she can work on TV now.
Right.
Taya jobbing to Jade was shit after the build-up. Taya Valkyrie should have gone over. The booking might as well have been Jade versus Athena Part 2. Funny how Taya almost hit Aubrey Edwards with her finish. Honestly, want to hear what Bill... Oh, yeah, that part. Tony Khan's major announcement, Part 3 about the Owen Hart Cup actually was worthy news this time. I marked huge for Owen Hart during his ultra pissed heel run in 1994. Yeah, that was even when he was the Black Heart, I believe. Tony Khan announcement for coming up. I'm almost out of Coke, and I will co-run shows with XPW and IWA Mid-South.
Oh, my God.
The Dusty Classic.
Wait, that Vincent Guerrero's got a co-run?
No, Vincent Guerrero. No, Vincent Guerrero was like freaking...
Oh, yeah, Tony Khan was going to... Oh, yeah.
No, that Tony Khan's run out of Coke.
Oh, God. What did Bunda say? I want to hear what the Contrarian has to say.
Okay, no, let me see here.
He said a lot.
Bundo saying, is it where Beer Heart is from?
Wow.
That's all AEW is. We could do it, WWE. Ha. AEW can suck my culo. Big gigantic announcement. Tony Kang has a hemorrhoid. Vince said that there's nothing wrong with the Dusty tournament, dummy.
Wow, Bunda. Jesus. Bunda, were you at least a fan of Owen Hart? I mean, come on, man. You can't knock on Owen Hart. That being said, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move to the main event. And this is a tag team match, player.
Holla, holla.
The tag team of The Butcher and The Blade.
Wait, what?
Versus Konosuke Takeshita and...
What the frick did you just send me? What is this gigantic thing?
And the former AEW World Champion, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Sans Don Callis.
Then why is Don Callis in the background there?
Oh, well,
no, you don't get to say Sans Don Callis.
All right, fine. Well, Sans the Young Bucks, okay? The Young Bucks were not there. All right? There. So you only get 1/3 of the... You only get two halves... You only get one half of the stupidity on screen, okay? All right, okay. But let's get to it. Also, Bryan Danielson was also a joined commentary team during the main event, and during this match, like Bryan Danielson, he actually brought up some very interesting points. Like he was being his typical heel, like running down, calling Kenny Omega and the Elite a bunch of amateurs, and that Konosuke Takeshita, if he'd have joined the Blackpool Combat Club, he could have been a real professional wrestler. Because what has the Elite ever done for Mike Nakazawa? What has the Elite ever done for Brandon Cutler?
Easy. They gave them jobs to do nothing. Have you seen Mike Nakazawa or Brandon Cutler do anything in the ring or on television?
Nope.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, they were cannon fodder for the BCC a couple of weeks ago.
Anything of value at all?
Nope.
Anything.
They were just doing. They
were just there to be they're glorified luggage boys for the Elite.
They are.
It's what they are.
They're
glorified ball washers, as Lewis Black would call them.
Every now and then,
scrub, rinse, rinse, scrub, rinse, rinse.
Every now and then,
because the Elite are very important men, and their nuts should be clean.
Pretty much. I mean, you'll see them wrestle every now and then on AEW Dark, but who watches AEW Dark?
Well, nobody's watching Dark Elevation anymore.
But Dark is still airing. It just Dark Elevation is gone. But let's get back to the point. So this is a good tag match. I wouldn't call it anything spectacular. Konosuke Takeshita was definitely the bigger star during the match, as he absorbed a lot of offense against the Butcher and the Blade, keeping Kenny Omega away from tagging in. But when Kenny Omega got in, he hit all of his cool spots. He hit the Snapdragon suplexes. We got our V-triggers from Kenny Omega.
So he got all his shit in. Good for him. Can we get an actual wrestling match now?
Yes, actually, and we got an interesting finish. It wasn't Kenny Omega who scored one for the good guys. It was Takeshita who hit his finishing move and pinned to win. So good on him. Good on Takeshita.
Cool. What's Takeshita going to get out of this for helping Kenny Omega win?
Well, as of right now, he's still... this storyline is interesting. Konosuke Takeshita is siding with the Elite, but he's also a best friend to Bryan Danielson. So he's in a bit of a crossroads.
Okay, so we're doing, hey, are you going to side with Blackpool Combat Club, or are you going to side with the Elite? Ooh, how dare you. We'll never know.
Yeah. After the real drama happened after the match, where Bryan Danielson got on the mic and he called out and he trash talked Kenny Omega and Takeshita in the ring, and he distracted him long enough for the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta to jump in and attack the babyfaces, and we got another Pier 6 brawl, another 4-on-2 beatdown, and then out came the Young Bucks to try and even the odds, but
okay, so it went from a 4-on-2 to 4-on-2.5.
Thank you for that.
Eat a dick, Matt Jackson.
Yeah, and it looks like Takeshi, and it looks like the Elite were going to give the Blackpool Combat Club a piece of their own medicine. As one of the Young Bucks grabbed the screwdriver, it looks like they were going to bash Bryan Danielson in the head with it, but Takeshita stopped them in their tracks because, man, he's conflicted. Like, no, I still respect Bryan Danielson. He's still my friend. Don't do it.
But no, we have to be ultra-violent. But Jon Moxley hasn't gotten his blood quota today. He's starting to look a little he's starting to look a little pale. He needs blood to drink. And you know that the only way for him to drink his blood is on camera for money. So please, think of Jon Moxley. Please, feed the vampire wannabe. Feed him your blood.
So BCC,
today.
So the BCC pulled the rugs under the Elite. The Elite are out of the ring, and Konosuke Takeshita is on his own. And Bryan Danielson was offering Takeshita a brief chance to join the BCC, but before Takeshita could give an answer, he was attacked from behind, and he was brutally beaten by the BCC, with Bryan Danielson grabbing the screwdriver and driving it into Takeshita's head, busting him open, and the show ends with Takeshita lying in his own pool of blood while the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega come to his aid.
Let me guess, Blackpool Combat Club hauled Jon Moxley away before he could pull his sippy straw out.
Yes.
But guys, and listen, I gotta be hardcore. I need your blood to drink.
Hey, I actually like how each member is presented in the Blackpool Combat Club. You got Claudio, the powerhouse. You have Bryan Danielson, like one of the best technical wrestlers.
The pure technical wrestler.
Pure technical wrestler. You have Jon Moxley, the brawler, the hardcore wrestler.
The blood drinker.
And you have Wheeler Yuta, the younger wrestler with a lot of upside.
Okay, so what do you mean by upside?
Like he has a lot of potential, like to be a future star.
Okay, why is he not a future star now?
Jesus, Juan, what is wrong with you?
I will poke a hole into all the pretty little euphemisms you try to throw. If you're gonna say shit about somebody, say shit that makes sense.
Okay, listen, he has had...
Jon Moxley's a vampire. Freaking Claudio is an ROH champion when ROH shouldn't be on AEW television. ROH should be on its own TV network. Oh, wait, it can't because Tony Khan doesn't know how to negotiate worth 2 squirts of piss. Bryan Danielson is the nicest guy on the planet, but he's acting like the biggest heel of all time. And then we've got...
Wheeler
Yuta doing what exactly?
Okay.
No, for the record, folks, this isn't me turning to side with the goddamn Elite. Those sissy little frou-frous can all eat a fat stack of dicks.
No. Juan is just calling out the stupidity of wrestling.
I do that on the daily, okay? It's how I keep from actually doing crimes.
And we don't want you to do crimes.
In the chat, real quick, Bunda was saying, Vicente, there's nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, I guess. Let me see here. And yeah, Jerry Springer did pass away. Let's see. Despite the shock value fights in his show, Jerry was a nice guy. Last big thing Brandon Cutler did was beating Peter Avalon to end their feud more than 2 years ago. Beyond that, Brandon Jobs on Dark the times he does wrestle. And the AFT afterwards, Konosuke stopped an attack only to then get the same screwdriver to the head. I see Takeshita making Blackpool Combat Club bleed. I mean, Moxley will object so much to bleeding for Konosuke Takeshita.
And Bunda actually agrees with you, the stupidity of AEW.
Hey, how about that? You know, blind squirrel, broken clock. Hey, we agree on something.
Yay.
See, we can agree on some things.
Of course.
It's possible.
It is.
Like, I cannot understand how folks completely overlook the ridiculousness of the way these guys are presenting themselves here. Yes, there is a good storyline going on here, but it feels like they're shotgunning it. It feels like something like this should be stretched out a little bit further, but
I have no doubt that this is likely going to be leading to their upcoming Blood and Guts match, which will happen later this year with the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
You really think that's where it's headed?
I think that's where it's headed. I think we're getting another, let's just call it for what it is, another AEW War Games match.
No. They don't get that right.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just call it Blood and Guts.
All right. Yep. Well, let's keep going then.
All right. Now let's shift gears and talk about this week's edition of Impact Wrestling. Here we go. The show opens up with the Knockouts taking the spotlight.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, yes. With
Thick Mama.
And this is not me talking horny either. This is me saying the Knockouts division and the X division in Impact are the best things they've got going for them over the last few years, and I'm not going to knock them for that at all. Okay, continue, Zay. Go on.
So, the Thick Mama Pup herself, Jordan Grace, goes one
Never mind! Hornyville, here I come!
Damn it, control yourself!
Never!
Shame on you!
I have no shame!
Between Hornyville and talking about tugs, what is wrong with you tonight?
You want me to be shameful? I work with you and Angel. That's enough shame to last me a lifetime.
Yeah, but never once did we ever say anything horny or talk about tugs or
That's my job!
Out. All right, so Jordan Grace, in a refreshing bit of continuity, goes one-on-one against one of her former foes, Masha Slamovich.
Yes, okay, the evil Russian assassin who leaves like headshots of women she's beating against Jordan Grace. Yes, they had a nice little storied rivalry leading up to
Bound for Glory, where Jordan Grace ended Masha Slamovich's undefeated streak.
Yep, it was the streak versus title. So Masha Slamovich was undefeated at the time. Jordan Grace was Knockouts World Champion at the time, and Jordan Grace came out on top. Thick Mama Pump for the win. All right, continue. Go on.
All right. This was a great opening match. The fans of Toronto, Canada definitely got their money's worth with Jordan Grace using her powerhouse moves against Masha Slamovich, the dastardly heel, using her strikes, using her technical style to counterbalance against the strength. And it looked like Masha Slamovich had control. She was able to ground the Thick Mama Pump in the middle of the ring. And just a minor criticism right there. Can the commentators please stop using the word juggernaut for Jordan Grace? It sounds just as stupid and overplayed as AEW using the word pillars.
Okay, I'll give you that.
How
many times did they call her a juggernaut in the middle of that one match?
Every 5 minutes.
Please tell me you're exaggerating.
No, I'm not. Probably even less than that. It's just so damn stupid. Like, seriously, what's gonna happen? Like, are we gonna get Jordan Grace cutting a promo and at the end her saying she's the juggernaut bitch? Is that what we're gonna get? Is that gonna be the big payoff?
That would be the kind of thing that they'd be paying off. Impact Wrestling making a reference to appeal to internet fans, for internet meme lords that's already 10 years out of date.
Oh my god!
More than that. Holy cow! Send down the chat. Well, the plus side of John Moxley blading so much, if Juan Jose fought him, well, Jose and Juan would get booked like $1 million. Yeah, we would totally. Go ahead, Moxley. He'll blade off. We'll beat his ass over here, and it'll be a 3-man brawl, and we'll just handicap match him, even though it's supposed to be a 3-man fight.
Hey, John. Hey, Bunda. How do you feel about John Moxley? Why don't you let us know in the chat?
Actually, why don't you let us know about what you feel about this match, Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich? Tell us about it.
So, Jordan Grace was able to mount a comeback. She hits one muscle buster, but was only able to get a 2 count. Then Masha Slamovich regained control, and she hit her top moves, including the snowplow, but Jordan Grace kicked out after 2. And then Jordan, she looks like she was going to hit a second muscle buster. Then we get a series of roll-ups and counter roll-ups. Roll-ups from Masha, roll-ups from Jordan. In the end, Jordan outsmarted the Russian assassin and rolled her up to get the win. Your winner, Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace.
All right, not bad. Okay, so they definitely showed the strengths and weaknesses of both of these ladies, and yes, that's what I like.
Oh, boom! The dead naming, bringing up the dead
naming of Dean Ambrose sucks.
Oh,
I was saying I don't watch TNA anymore either since Hulk Hogan left.
Oh,
well, you don't know what you're missing here, man.
It's really.
I know Hulkamania was running wild for like 20 some odd years, but get with the times. It's
I know,
okay.
right?
It's okay to admit when your hero's gone old and racist and overhyped and a lying doofus and has become a Scientology mark.
While carrying a concealed weapon.
Yep. Surprisingly, after the contract, surprising Jordan Grace won after the contract issue. Wait, contract issue?
Yeah, because Jordan Grace became a free agent.
That's right. She was free agent, and
she signed a contract extension, which lasted until March of this year, and she's been wrestling under non-contracted ever since.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I guess they're like, you know what?
We talked about this before. Like, we talked about the possibility of Jordan Grace going to WWE, but since WWE were in the middle of a hiring freeze, the only other big game for her to go is AEW.
No. Where? What'd you say?
AEW.
No.
All Elite Wrestling. Wow. Oh, my God.
I'm extra salty.
It's okay. Jordan Grace, you could have Hulk Hogan as your hero, Bunda. Jordan Grace will forever be Juan's hero.
Did she ever know that she's my hero? She's everything I wish I could be.
Now I'm picturing Jordan Grace saving Juan from the fire, holding Juan on his shoulders.
And I'm knocked out unconscious. She's like, can't believe I got to work with this sandbag fluffy. Let me see over here. In the chat, Masha is so great as a heel and never has a bad match. Love her red hair, hot as hell.
She's great.
Bunda saying, well, he's still my hero. I don't get involved in celebrities' personal lives. Otherwise, I wouldn't like any of them. Vicente, bad as TNA was in 2008, Hulkamania beat Russo-mania.
He's got a point.
Yep. Yeah, no, yeah. As far as that, actually, in a way, it did beat it, but not in the way that you think. If you're thinking that Hulkamania prevailed over Vince Russo's crappy booking, it's more to the point that Hulkamania managed to do what Russo could not, and that's killed Dixie Carter's ability to seem as a legitimate threat to WWE as TNA and Impact were running mild.
Seriously, Dixie Carter, you had so many big names coming and leaving TNA. How the hell do you mess it up?
Do I really need to?
No, we don't, because otherwise we'll be here all night. We're already running the risk of running over time, so let's continue.
I know we're gonna continue, and I know that we're gonna be close to running overtime, but truthfully, this is really the only explanation you need.
Yeah, this will illustrate everything you need to know about Dixie Carter and TNA. Go for it, Juan.
That's all.
Wow. If this isn't symbolism, then I don't know what is.
And actually, Buddha, you are right. Panda Energy, which was the big freaking consortium that Dixie Carter's mommy and daddy were using to help fund TNA wrestling, is out of business.
Oh, damn.
It's actually out of business.
Oof. Sucks to suck.
Yep. Sorry. Sucks to suck. Yep.
Now let's get to the exciting match of the night. And this is
more exciting than Masha and Jordan?
It's exciting in its own right. It's got the Bullet Club.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
We got the tag match, player.
Holla, holla.
The teams of The Design. Representing The Design, Alan Angels and Big Con, or rather Con, whatever.
Con!
I'm going to call him Connor.
With Cody Deaner, their leader, at ringside.
Versus the team of the Impact World Tag Team Champions, ABC. That is Ace Austin and Chris Bay.
Why are ABC? Okay, Austin and
Chris Bay.
And Chris Bay, but what's the C stand for?
Austin Bullet Chris? I don't know.
Austin Bay Club?
Oh, no, Austin Bay Connection, ABC.
Okay. No,
ABC, that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
The Austin Bay Connection.
Bischoff did almost the same thing with Dixie Policy with Hogan with WCW. Yep, you're right.
Yes.
They did that. Yep.
And this was actually a pretty good tag match. The babyfaces got the momentum early on. They hit a really cool tag spot where both where they dropped Alan Angels in the middle of the ring, and they both hit simultaneous splashes. Like Ace Austin hit a leg drop, while at the same time Chris Bay hit a standing moonsault in the middle of the ring, and that was actually pretty cool, pretty stellar.
Not bad.
Yep. Pan Energy informed its shareholders that it would shut down at the end of 2018.
Sorry, Dixie.
5 years ago.
Holy crap. All right, continue. Go ahead.
All right. The bad guys were able to regain ground after Khan was tagged in, and boy, he was a bulldozer. He ran down both guys, both Chris Bay and Ace Austin. Of course, their fearless leader, Cody Deaner, providing interference whenever the referee's back's turned, gives him a little bit of a numbers advantage over ABC. But despite the numbers advantage, the ABC were able to fight back, hitting a series of suicide dives to knock out the big giant Khan at ringside.
Nice.
Yep, they were able to do just that, and they were able to isolate Alan Angels in the middle of the ring. But actually, before we get to that finish, we got a surprise interference. Having enough of their crap, out comes the Death Machine, Sami Callihan, who recently turned on the design at Rebellion to destroy Deaner at ringside. And this distraction provided the ABC the window they needed to hit their tag team finishing move to get the win. Your winners, the Impact World Tag Team Champions, ABC.
Not bad at all. I could dig it. Vicente was saying, I thought ABC stood for American Bullet Club.
Oh, well, you know what? I think that's what it might mean. American Bullet Club, the Austin Bay connection. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check their their thingy over here. Maybe there's a page of them on Wikipedia or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with double checking and finding out.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Let's see.
Oh wait, hang on a minute. Yep.
Where?
It should say that. Oh, it doesn't say. Well, no. You know what?
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think, Juan? Austin Bay Connection or American Bullet Club?
Either one works, really.
All right, then let's just stick with ABC.
Yeah, let's just stick with ABC. I don't want to mess with it.
It's really cool, and I like it. I like all of
Lisa
it.
Boo is clocking out for the night. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much,
Lisa Boo. Thank you for joining us.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Now, along with this awesome match and this awesome opener, we also get a great, exciting segment. And Juan saw it with me. We get a one-on-one video package / interview with an Impact Wrestling veteran himself, Frankie Kazarian.
I did see parts of the interview, so yes, let folks in on that, Jose.
This was actually a really good, really well-produced segment, as they showed a lot of videos of Frankie Kazarian's matches during the early years of TNA. In fact, Bunda, since you're all about all things retro, I'm sure you could remember Frankie Kazarian from TNA. You know any old matches from him? Why don't you let us know? But that being said, this interview was actually pretty good. It's Frankie Kazarian. He spoke well. He mentioned on the interview that he doesn't want to be one of those wrestling veterans who is not only like corrupt in the ring but also like corrupt in the pen, like behind the scenes, like corrupt executives, like using their power plays.
I do remember him talking about how it wasn't just the guys in the ring, but the guys outside the ring, the old timers, the guys using their political clout to hold everyone else back. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I can't tell if anything that he said, like if part of the things he said was also a shot at AEW since he departed from the company late 2022.
Yeah, what the frick was that all about? Oh, hey, Bunda saying Frankie Kazarian was nothing but a mid-carder.
Oh, wow. Damn, dude.
So much shade from the Buddha man.
Well, no, come on, man. Wasn't he also part of this stupid angle with... Oh, yeah, no. Frankie Kazarian was also part of the stupid Claire Lynch storyline with Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles.
Oh, the freaking storyline with the phony baby thing?
Yes.
Was that it? Oh,
Bunda, I know you remember that. You can't ignore that.
Oh, my God.
But it's okay. Frankie got better. He joined SC.
Frankie goes to Hollywood.
Frankie goes to Hollywood?
Yeah, just relax.
Oh! That's a good one. I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Ha.
We're old.
I know. That being said, great video package, great interview, and Frankie Kazarian, he has a lot to offer for Impact Wrestling, not just in the ring, but also backstage as a support capacity. So, as a support capacity, as a man with the knowledge of the wrestling business, he definitely has a lot to give still.
So, yeah, no, I can dig it. I absolutely
and hopefully the wrestlers in Impact Wrestling will be more appreciative of him than in AEW. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade. I don't know what the hell happened in AEW.
I will. Tony Khan's a coked out dweeb.
Of course you will. I don't know what incident happened that caused Frankie Kazarian to like leave AEW, but I don't know. I mean, if things do succeed with him in Impact, consider it a dropped ball by Tony Khan.
As opposed to which other drop balls that he's done?
Well,
besides the ones that clearly haven't dropped between his legs, but continue.
Well, I was going to say, there is Cody Rhodes returning to WWE. That's a major dropped ball.
Yeah, there's the brawl out situation that's jeopardizing his company because he doesn't know how to wrangle his executive vice presidents, but that's another story for another time.
Exactly. All right.
You said to Frankie rocking the 80s heavy metal jeans with tons of tars.
Yeah!
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's part, like, dude, he's a musician. He's a wrestler. He's a musician. And he also owns a cigar business along with Cody Rhodes called American Rebel.
Ooh, really?
Yes, it's awesome. Anyways, now let's get to the bad match of the night.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, and this will be leading to a segment that I will discuss. It's a Johnny Swinger match, and he takes on a random masked wrestler called El Dinerico. Not El Generico, El Dinerico with a D.
As in, he's the money guy? What?
I guess. Yeah, he's the money guy, and it really wasn't hard to predict. After some silliness in the ring, Johnny Swinger was able to roll up El Dinerico and was able to get a win, thus ending his cartoonishly bad losing streak in Impact Wrestling.
Johnny Swinger won a match?
He won a match.
Johnny Swinger won a match.
However, that victory was nullified, which then leads to the bad segment. In an earlier backstage segment, it showed that the Impact's Director of Authority, former WWE superstar Santino Marella, was attacked. And it was up, and the doctors and Dirty Dango, formerly Fandango, came down to see if he's all right. And then we finally revealed who it was that attacked Santino Marella, and it was Johnny Swinger. Follow along with me. So Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice attacked Santino Marella backstage so that Johnny Swinger can bring in his fixed match with Zicky Dice disguised as El Dinerico so that Johnny Swinger can break his losing streak.
Okay, so they snowed him over, and what? After the
Santino
Santino
was able to
and found out, he got jumped by Johnny Swinger from the back stage.
That's right. Consider Johnny Swinger's victory nullified. Thanks, Santino.
So he's still a loser.
He's still a loser.
I could have told you that.
Yeah. Hey, Bunda, are you happy to see Santino Marella in Impact Wrestling? Were you a fan of Santino?
Let us know in the comments.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
This hurts. This hurts my heart.
Hey,
this hurts my heart
it's
so
okay.
bad.
You know what? I'll give Impact credit where credit is due. Instead of presenting him as this Italiano guy, Impact Wrestling actually acknowledged that, yeah, he's Canadian descent and he's from Canada, and the fans of Canada love him. Yeah. Of course, Bunda hated Santino.
Okay, we can agree on that again.
Okay. All right. Enough silliness of Santino and the absent Cobra. It's time to talk about the main event. And this match is for the Impact Knockouts World Championship.
Oh, snap.
As La Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, defends the championship against one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions, the People's Witch, or the Witchy Witch, or the Canadian Witch, Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, accompanied to the ring by her tag partner, Evelyn King.
Kylan King.
Kylan King, my bad. It looked like Evelyn from down here. Yo, is she wearing... What the hell is
Who?
Taylor Wilde wearing? No, sorry, go on.
Don't you dare go to horny thoughts!
I can't! It's not my fault! She's the one who chose that ring gear! Go on! God dang it.
All right, so this was another great technical match for both ring veterans. Taylor Wilde actually was a former Impact Knockouts World Champion back in 2008 when she beat Awesome Kong to win the title. Awesome Kong! Like a big powerhouse of a knockout. Think about that, Juan.
I don't have to think about that. I remember that match. It was redonky.
It was pretty awesome. I liked it. But that being said, yeah, this was a good match. But then, like, in the middle of the match before their first commercial break got weird as Taylor Wilde retreated to ringside to regroup with Kylan King, and she pulled out one of her tarot cards. And I don't know. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to bringing magical, like, mysticism, like dark mysticism in pro wrestling,
I mentioned it earlier. The weird thing of like, the death dolls. They can't siphon enough dark energy power because of the coven siphoning all the dark energy power that's surrounding Impact, and they can't get Taya Valkyrie away from being undead.
like,
You gotta be something that stood out so bizarrely for me, only to know. Oh, by the way, Taya Valkyrie isn't undead. She's just jobbing off at AEW. They better be paying her a mint.
that being said, when it comes to these type of gimmicks, whatever promotion is presenting them, they need to be very careful and how they present it. Because, like, okay, we've seen acts like, obviously, The Undertaker, Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, how they presented their gimmicks, how they presented their angles. Like, those were done pretty well. Would you agree?
Yes.
And yes, Impact Wrestling has had their share of success with their feud between the Decay and the Broken Matt Hardy and his family. Even though it was silly as fuck, it was still pretty fun. Then, but some bad examples of the dark mysticism shit would have to be like the Nightmare Collective, where Brandy Rose.
What the hell was Brandy trying to do there?
It was so weird.
What the actual hell?
Everyone hated it.
It doesn't make any sense. Was she trying to be an evil, sadistic woman while her husband...
Who cuts hair?
Who cuts women's hair, and, like, what? Is she there to...
It was
voodoo dolls. What the hell?
It was so damn weird.
Don't you love the Brandy? Check out how Brandy she was.
Oh God! And then with this going on, like, okay, with Taylor Wilde and Kylan King being the Coven, the witches, like, okay, we've seen this presentation on NXT with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously, it's almost like they took crib notes from the ladies.
What I'm trying to say is, they need to tread cautiously when presenting this level of gimmick.
All right, go on.
So that being said, Taylor, after they came back from commercial break, Taylor Wilde was able to regain control. Kylan King providing interference whenever she can, but despite the number odds against her, Deonna Purrazzo was able to to give credit. Taylor Wilde was able to dodge like a couple of attempts from the Fujiwara armbar submission hold, and she hit her.
I believe it's called the Venus de Milo.
The Venus de Milo, yes, thank you. She hit her German suplex, her bridging German suplex, which is her finishing move, only to get a 2 count. She was about to hit her other finishing move, but then Deonna Purrazzo reversed it into the Venus de Milo submission hold, forcing Taylor Wilde to tap out. Your winner and still Impact Knockouts World Champion, La Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo.
Now that is definitely how you pull it off over here. Bunda is checking out for the night, saying good night, guys. See you Saturday.
Have a good night, Bunda.
We hope to see you then, Bunda. Appreciate all the laughs you help join in with. Thank you for that. Vicente was saying this version of Johnny Swinger would have made Mass Transit look good even after the New Jack carve up.
Oof. Ooh. Okay, that's something we don't talk about here.
Saying good night to Bunda. Thank you, Aaron.
All right.
This is actually how you book properly with the match. Don't have the mystical hooty woody stuff.
Like, don't overexpose it.
Yeah, be the only thing. Be part of the the backstage segments, the promo packages. Yes, you can have it that way, but
you can present it on screen in small doses.
But don't do the hooty woody stuff in the middle of the match.
Don't do it too much.
Like, the only way that it was ever done right was with The Undertaker, and Bray Wyatt's got not so stellar track record himself.
Ugh, yeah. Unfortunately,
wowies.
Unfortunately, Deonna Purrazzo's victory was cut short as she is the victim
the
of
Coven did not take well to losing.
Yep, we got a 2-on-1 beatdown by the Coven as they were beating the hell out of the champion in the middle of the ring until out came Thick Mama Pup Jordan Grace to even the odds and save the champion. And then after they cleared away the Coven from the ring, they shook hands in respect, and it looks like they're hinting that they're going to clash one more time for the gold, for the championship.
Yep, it was with Jordan Grace walking back up the ramp. Deonna Purrazzo stood tall with the Knockouts World Championship hoisted aloft over her head. So, yep, facing the Knockouts World Champion from there.
All right, Juan, go ahead and ring that bell.
So we're done with the reviews.
So final thoughts on the shows. So Impact Wrestling was actually pretty solid. They had a good opening match with Jordan Grace, finished off with Deonna Purrazzo. Some good matches in between, save for PCO. I really don't like the presentation on him, but that's neither here or there. Sorry, guys.
Say goodnight to the little bit.
Good night, little bit. Now, AEW Dynamite was actually a good show. Great match from Orange Cassidy to open things up, and we got a good main event.
That's as much of a thumbnail as going to get third time around.
Right. No, you're good. The matches in between were also was all right. The really good, exciting match was, of course, Sammy versus Darby because of how crazy they go at each other in the ring. I'm really not liking Jade Cargill's undefeated streak. At some point, she's got to drop the title, or they're got to present some sort of wrinkle to freshen up this whole storyline with Jade Cargill's undefeated streak. Otherwise, she's just there, and what's just there on screen ain't all that great sometimes.
You know, something's got to give.
Something has got to give. This year's Spring Breakin.
I took that logo down. We're just taking the NXT.
Okay, fine.
It
was definitely fun. The trunk match was silly, and their segments of how they killed off Pretty Deadly was, my God, bananas funny. Oh my goodness. The booking choice of having the women's match as the main event and the NXT Championship match as the middle seems questionable, because of how the matches were presented. Like, I can make it like there's an argument that because of how Grayson Waller and Carmelo Hayes went the distance, I think that match should have been the main event.
Whoa, sorry about that.
I think that match should have been the main event. Not to take anything away from the women, but they presented this they presented Grayson versus Carmelo as like main event material, especially when they closed off last week's NXT hyping up their match. Like, I thought that was going to be the main event, and I'm surprised it wasn't. So that booking was very confusing.
It was weird, and we don't get it. We're not sure why.
But it doesn't take anything away. The matches were great. The matches were solid. The Jade Cargill versus Lyra Valkyria was the only time I pushed back on it because the finish was a little screwy. But other than that, great shows all around. Good for them.
Awesome. All right. So well done, Jose. In the chat, Nikki Bella was over here saying Madcap Moss has undergone a name change in WWE to the name Riddick Moss.
Oh, so they gave him back his old NXT name.
So
great.
He's Riddick Moss once again.
Yay! All right. So that's going to do it for me. I don't have any announcements to close off the show. So Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you very much for joining us for this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Step into the ring every Thursday night live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our projects and all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. That was Juan Arouse, and this is wrestling.